Venusaur, Charizard, and Blastoise, the final evolutions of the original 3 starters. Over the years, these 3 Pokemon have received many special cards, from EXs and Vs to Full Arts and Megas. But out of all of those different cards, there is one that has stood above the rest for decades, and has been held in the highest regard for fans of the Pokemon TCG. Those cards being shiny cards. When I say shiny cards, what I am referring to are cards with shiny Pokemon in their artwork. And I say just shiny cards because over the years, these cards have gone by a variety of different names. The first shiny cards released during the Neo era were called Shining Pokemon, while the ones from the Ruby and Sapphire era were Gold Star cards. And recently, in the Sword and Shield era, we have seen the introduction of Radiant cards, while during the Diamond and Pearl, Black and White, X and Y, Sun and Moon, and the first half of the Sword and Shield era, the cards with shiny Pokemon in them did not have any special name. Regardless of what they were called, these shiny cards were always rare and special. They were only available in a handful of sets for each era, well, at least until the Sword and Shield era came around. During the Sword and Shield era of the Pokemon TCG, the Pokemon Company went all out on the shiny Pokemon. In the second Sword and Shield set, Rebel Clash, we saw the first ever shiny gold full art V cards, which would be secret rares that remained present for the majority of sets throughout the Sword and Shield era. Champion's Path then had the shiny full art Charizard, Shining Fates would be the second ever set dedicated to shiny Pokemon, and then in Astral Radiance, we would see the introduction of Radiant cards. And out of all of these different variations of shiny Pokemon, surely we got a shiny version of Venusaur, Charizard, and Blastoise at least once, right? Well, at least until the summer of 2022, that was not the case. As previously mentioned, there have been tons, and I mean tons, of shiny Pokemon cards over the years, and especially as of recent. And when you mention monumental, iconic, and legendary names, such as Venusaur, Charizard, and Blastoise, you would assume that they all got at least one shiny card over the years. Charizard has had the most, with the Shining Charizard from Neo Destiny, Gold Star Charizard from EX Dragon Frontiers, Secret Rare Charizard from Black and White Plasma Storm, Charizard GX from Hidden Fates, Charizard V from Champion's Path, and Charizard VMAX from Shining Fates. Blastoise, on the other hand, has not had anywhere near the amount of shiny cards as Charizard, but it still had some. Or one, to be exact. Blastoise had a secret rare shiny in Black and White Plasma Storm. Then we move on to Venusaur, who did not receive a single shiny card for 25 years. Until the release of the Pokemon Go set on June 24th, 2022. In this set, we got to see once again another shiny Charizard with Radiant Charizard, the second ever shiny Blastoise with Radiant Blastoise, and the first ever shiny Venusaur with Radiant Venusaur. Now, this video by no means is meant to be a form of complaint, saying, oh my gosh, it took 25 years to get this card. No. This video is meant to be a celebration of the very first ever shiny Venusaur card after 25 years. I didn't believe it myself at first. When I first saw the set list announced and saw the Radiant Venusaur, I had to do a double check because I thought to myself, there is no way this is the first ever shiny Venusaur card. But lo and behold, it was, and oh my gosh, is it such a cool card and will most definitely be one to treasure for years to come. And that is all for the video today. Let me know in the comment section down below your thoughts on Radiant Venusaur and it being the first ever shiny Venusaur card. Thank you all so much for watching. Be sure to like and subscribe, and this is the Pokeplaya signing out.